Hey guys, so I decided to be a little bit trendy today and try this popular thing that's been going around on YouTube where a YouTuber tries another YouTuber's video, recreates a makeup look or a DIY. I chose NimC, as you probably could tell by the thumbnail. She has so many adorable DIYs on her channel. I just chose a couple. You can see them in the background. I don't think my fingers are actually pointing at them. Right there. I had a lot of fun doing this and I'd like to try it again. So if you guys have a recommendation for one of your favorite channels, I would love to try someone else's tutorial, whether it be art, DIY, makeup, cooking, anything that you guys want to see, leave it below. If you do enjoy this video at any point, please give it a thumbs up to help get it spread around YouTube. Also, if you haven't yet, please click the red subscribe button below. It would be really awesome if you did. Now without further ado, watch me try a couple of NimC's tutorials. The first DIY that I'm going to recreate is the adorable smiley face mason jar, except for mine I'm going to make a smaller version with a glass baby food jar. You probably figured I already cleaned this out, washed and dried completely, so it's all ready to go. I'm taking off the labels, which were really easy to peel off. I'm very happy about that because normally things leave sticky residue and it just takes forever, so this was really easy. And now what I'm going to do is take some acrylic paint. I'm using this premium satin paint because it does adhere to glass a little bit better than normal acrylic paint, but you can use regular acrylic paint. Nim does that and she seals it in with a clear gloss finish at the end, where you could use Mod Podge. So I've squeezed out a little bit of the pretty turquoise paint. It's called Pacific Coast if you guys do end up getting the specific brand. Hashtag not sponsored, but it's beautiful. I removed the lid, not gonna need that at all, and now I'm just going to paint an even coat on the entire glass jar and cover everything. But this is only the first coat, so it's not going to look good yet. You'll want to let this dry completely, however long the bottle of paint tells you to. And once that is dry, you'll probably want to go back over it with a second coat of paint so every space looks filled in. At this point, you'll want to let the paint dry completely again. So for this part, Nim does have a stencil type thing with a bunch of different sizes of circles. I kind of just made my own out of a piece of paper. Definitely not as perfect, but it did the job. I really do recommend this step. It makes it so much easier to align the eyeballs, make them basically the same shape and size, because I always have trouble making one circle bigger than the other, so this really helps with symmetry. The paintbrush I'm using is definitely a little bit bulky. I do have a smaller one, but I couldn't find it right while I was doing this project. So anyway, if you do have the problem of your paintbrush being a little bit too big and not detailed enough, you can use a dotting tool to help you get a little bit more precise. So that's what I'm doing here to get the thin curves on the end of the mustache. And then once the black dries enough, I'm gonna put a white dot for the highlight in each eye. Oh, and something I did off camera are the two little blush spots for the cheeks. The other DIY I decided to try is the adorable kitty cat / puppy dog organization box. So in this particular video, she makes them with a plastic container, I believe, and then she does air dry clay around the container. I didn't want to work with air dry clay, so I kind of combined the idea for the basic like contact box organization with the kitty cat. So I'm taking a regular box. I ripped off the flaps of the box. If you need to, you can definitely cut, but they were so easy to rip, so I just decided to do that. But I did use my pair of scissors to cut off this little tab so I didn't accidentally rip off the entire thing, and the rest of the box was looking a little bit scraggly, so I also cleaned up these excess pieces and made it look really nice. As I mentioned, I'm doing a cat, so the cat needs ears. Here I'm using a scrap piece of the cardboard to give my kitty cat some ears. This is really simple, just draw 2 equal sized triangles, and once you're happy with them, go ahead and cut them out. The next step I'm doing is I'm going to trace the 4 sides of the box. I'm putting this down on a piece of white cardstock paper, and then I'm just going to cut each individual square or rectangular square out, and these are going to cover the box because it is a little bit dirty and I feel like paint might have a difficult time sticking to this box since it is a little bit shiny. For one of my side panels, I am putting those ears on top and I'm tracing around those because you'll want the paper to cover the entire ear shape once those are attached to the box. Here you can see I have cut all 4 pieces out, and now this part is completely optional, so I'm testing to see if sanding down the shiny surface of this box, that was such a tongue twister, I had to say it many times to get it right. Anyway, I'm seeing if this will make a difference in how the Mod Podge or glue will stick to it, but basically I did end up finding that this didn't really help because Mod Podge did adhere well to the box as is. So you can totally skip this step unless your box is ridiculously smooth and nothing will stick to it. You don't have to use Mod Podge for this, by the way. You can use regular Elmer's glue or tacky glue, but I tend to be drawn to Mod Podge for these types of projects. I'm using a sponge brush to just put an even coat along the entire front here, and you want to work kind of quickly so it doesn't dry before you get your piece on. Flatten that out as best as you can so there are no air pockets or bubbles, and then you'll want to put something kind of heavy to hold it down and weigh that so it stays flat. After I let that dry for a while, I did end up covering the other sides with paper as well. And now I'm going in with a mix of a few different colors of paint, an orange, kind of like a peachy color, and white. And I've made a very light orange to kind of resemble my cat Leo, who you probably saw at the beginning of the video, at least his paws. So I have covered all 4 sides of the box with this color, and now I'm just going in and making some details. I'm putting pink triangles for the little ears, and then I put 3 triangles on top for stripes. He's a cute little tabby cat. Big mischievous eyes because Leo is kind of a sneaky guy sometimes. And then I'm just filling in the rest of the details, as you can see, the mouth and the little whiskers. And once the black does dry enough, I am going in with the white highlights, and that is it. I have my cute little Leo guy. Let me know in the comment section below which project from this video you like better, the mustache jar or the kitty cat box. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to Nim, check her channel out. She's pretty awesome and has a ton of cute crafts. I'm sure a lot of you guys know of her, but I'll link her channel in the iCard and description box below, along with some other videos from my channel that you can watch if you want. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!